You know what time it is? It's time to win with your boy EyeImposter and the Seyelent Assassin. EyeImposter
And the Seyelent Assassin presents
10 most expensive toys ever.
Number 10, the 1982 World's Fair Astronaut B Pez dispenser.
Here, you want this?
Oh, you don't want it?
No, I bought 5 of them.
Oh, great.
We'd like to introduce you to the world's most valuable Pez dispenser. Designed as a promotional item for the 1982 World's Fair in Knoxville, Tennessee, it was not selected to be put into mass production. The few prototypes made were given away to employees without a second thought. They are nearly impossible to track down today, but in 2006, one of the only 2 known existing prototypes sold for a whopping $32,205. Pez not included. We love these little collectibles as much as the next person, but with that price tag, it's a little hard to swallow.
Of the almost 250 different dispensers, Pezaholic Craig Robbins has all but 3. His collection is valued at about $25,000, with especially rare Pez items fetching anything but kitty prices.
Number 9. Pikachu Illustrator Cards.
Oh, it's so cute, it's the best of all!
Here's a Pokemon card you're gonna want to keep in an extra thick protective case. Only 6 of these rare cards were put into circulation, and the only way to get your hands on one was to win the 1997 Japanese Pokemon card game illustration contest.
I've been trading Pokemon cards for a long time, and I almost have all of them.
Okay.
Nowadays, one stays at the official Pokemon TCG blog office, and 5 belong to private collectors. The original sale record was $20,000. In 2013, a card in even better condition was put on eBay at an asking price of $100,000. The final sale price was never disclosed, but rumor has it that the winning bid was a whopping $80,000. Number 8. The Star Wars Power of the Force Ewok Combat Play Pack.
Hey guys, we're going back to the battle on planet Endor. But I just got report, Ewok revolt.
Let's be honest. If you got this wicked awesome toy set in 1984, there's no chance you actually left it in the box. Recreating the Battle of Endor was much too tempting. Unfortunately, this particular set isn't worth much unless it's still boxed and in mint condition. They were widely distributed, sold like hotcakes as a result of being perfectly timed following the release of Return of the Jedi, and are fondly remembered.
Man, the catapult wicked fire! The bunker did bad! Let's blow the force shield!
Any chance Mom and Dad lost it in the attic before Christmas back in '84? If so, that boxed set can get you up to $5,998. That is a lot of galactic credits.
Speeder bike, Ewok combat glider, assault catapult, and action figures sold separately, only from Kenner Star Wars Return of the Jedi collection.
Number 7. Peanut, the Royal Blue Elephant Beanie Baby. Beanie Babies really haven't gone on to become the valuable commodity we once thought they'd be.
I really should have checked the value more than once every 16 years.
As is often the case, only the special editions or mistakes have gained significant value, like everyone's favorite Royal Blue Elephant Peanut, for example. Due to a manufacturing error, a batch of about 2,000 of these usually light blue elephants came out a few shades darker. They now fetch anywhere between $1,500 and $5,000, depending on condition.
What's 21 times? Oh, man.
$250. I mean, we could have sold $250.
Oh, we don't have enough.
We couldn't buy them.
They don't make enough. They don't make enough. Do you care? Maple's $400.
Watch out, though. Upon seeing how popular the mistake was, Ty released a larger Peanut the Royal Blue Beanie Buddy, which isn't worth anything to collectors.
Have you been living under a rock?
Number 6. Masters of the Universe Eternia playset.
Together we defend Castle Grayskull from the evil forces of Skeletor.
In the 1980s, Mattel produced a line of Masters of the Universe toys that were hugely popular. Many are now quite valuable, such as the He-Man and Battle Cat action figure pack, which has sold for $7,000. The holy grail of playsets, though, is Eternia. Big, complex, and extremely expensive for the time, it resulted in limited sales. It was epic, and has gone on to sell for as high as $17,000 in recent years. It included 3 Titanic towers, a motorized monorail system, an absurd amount of accessories, and many small moving parts that were easily lost or broken. Assembly is a true labor of love, and it sure ain't cheap. Number 5. rocket-firing Boba Fett Star Wars figure.
Is that what I think it is?
This is a rocket-firing Boba Fett action figure from Kenner Toys.
No way. These are not supposed to exist.
The late 1970s were marked by a major shift in toy regulations when it was reported that a young boy tragically choked on the plastic missile of a Battlestar Galactica toy. In response, many toys with projectiles were pulled from the market.
Oh, there we go. Yep. You'll shoot your eye out.
Kenner Products had been marketing a rocket-firing Boba Fett as a mail-order special, but his spring-loaded jetpack missile was deemed too likely to cause injury. So, it was permanently glued into place. A few firing prototypes managed to survive the purge by Kenner, making this one of the most sought-after Star Wars toys. In 2016, one was listed on eBay for $150,000.
Everyone knows this figure. This is the holy grail of Star Wars toy collecting. If you're thinking that you owned that as a kid, you probably didn't. You're probably thinking of this one, which doesn't have a launching missile.
Number 4, the 1969 Volkswagen rear-loading Beach Bomb.
It's got more room than a regular wagon, yet it costs hundreds of dollars less.
Part of the 1969 Hot Wheels line, the Beach Bomb was a scaled-down version of the real VW van. The designers prioritized detail and realism when putting the prototype together, but unfortunately, the removable rear-loading surfboards and high center of gravity often caused it to tip off the Hot Wheels track. The van was also too narrow to work with the supercharger car launcher. This was a deal-breaker for Hot Wheels, who recognized the accessories as their best-selling products. So a redesign was in order. But not before an estimated 200 of the rear-loading prototypes were created, which now sell for as high as $72,000, with a source even claiming a $125,000 price tag for one.
There's some heavy hitters in the Hot Wheel world that would jump on a prototype like this. This would be easily $100,000 for this car.
Number 3, the 40th anniversary diamond-encrusted Hot Wheels car. To celebrate 40 years of Hot Wheels and the production of their 4 billionth toy car, Mattel unveiled the most expensive Hot Wheels car in history at the 2008 American International Toy Fair. Hot Wheels teamed up with celebrity jewelry designer Jason Arashbon for the occasion.
Not everything I sell is tremendously flashy. I really need to learn how to adapt to the type of customer that I have.
Cast in 18-karat white gold and covered in over 2,700 diamonds, it's worth $140,000. Since there's no chance of stumbling across this toy car while cleaning the basement, keep your eyes peeled for the hot pink Beatnik Bandit, a 1968 Hot Wheels car marketed to girls that sold poorly, and is now valued at $15,250. Number 2, the 1963 G.I. Joe Toy Soldier prototype.
When you get G.I. Joe and the authentic G.I. Joe equipment, you'll have the greatest realism, the greatest fun you ever had in playing soldier.
Very few action figures have ever managed to reach the iconic status of G.I. Joe. Sure, they've experienced some bad times since they launched in 1964, like the memorably abandoned and now quite rare G.I. Joe Manimals character line. Though an unopened Vortex from that line did sell for around $21,000 on eBay.
This I got at a big toy show, Pennsylvania in 1997.
It's beautiful.
If I remember correctly, I paid about $250, $300 for it.
But credit needs to be given to the toy line that coined the term action figure. This is the prototype that started it all. Handmade by creator Don Levine, using a mixture of wire, plastic, and fabric, the original G.I. Joe stands at 11.5 inches and is crafted in painstaking detail. Just look at that hand-painted face. Last recorded sale price? $200,000.
We've worked out what you might call a mutually beneficial exchange of resources.
Before we unveil our number 1 pick, here are some honorable mentions.
Press the ABC button to enter learning mode, and you'll have different songs, he'll clap and dance, and then you can play in the Let's Play mode by pressing the Let's Play button on his other foot.
Last but not least is the AFA 90 double telescoping Darth Vader. There's less than 25 of these, or I think 22 of them that have been authenticated.
Number 1. Barbie by Stefano Canturi.
It's important that I asked who is Barbie. She's timeless and modern, and I wanted to marry that up with one of my own styles.
Two of the most highly sought-after items in the world come together for a second time on our list: toys and diamonds. G.I. Joe may have given us the term action figure, but there is no doll in the world more recognizable than Barbie. Australian jeweler Stefano Canturi designed this Barbie to celebrate her, quote, modern yet timeless style. This one-of-a-kind Barbie is dressed in a strapless black evening dress and wears a diamond choker around her neck that features a 1-carat pink diamond as its centerpiece. She was auctioned off in 2010 to support breast cancer for a whopping $302,500.
What really drove up Barbie's value was her pink diamond necklace. In these uncertain economic times, investors are looking for a safe bet, and the price of gems is going up.
Do you agree with our list?
Very well, Your Majesty.
What valuable collectible toys are you dying to get your hands on? For more priceless top 10s published every day, be sure to subscribe to WatchMojo.com.
These things are really hard to load.
If you like to see us win, subscribe to the EyeImposter the Seyelent Assassin.